Hello, Year 7. One aspect of school life as you go through is understanding how the UK political system works. And the reason for that is it's really important that you understand how decisions are made and how they can impact upon your life. Within Year 7, we start you off by understanding the nature of democracy. We understand who votes and we understand what Parliament is and what an MP does. Those are the basics, the foundations. And then what we want to do is build in what we call active citizenship. So you understand your role within school, how decisions are made, how you can influence those decisions, and also how you can actually choose the people who represent you, such as the Year Council and presidential elections. That's what this is today. Now, true mastery of the UK political system is to understand these terms. So this is going to be your first exercise. On here, we have 16 words. What I'm interested in is which ones do you understand the most and which ones do you understand the least. So when you consider these and think about which ones could you give a good explanation with, at least 2 sentences on that particular term. If you can, you're in good understanding. If you're not so sure. Pick the 3 you're most comfortable with and then pick the 3 you're least comfortable with. You have 4 minutes on this exercise. That's 240 seconds. Go. Okay. Every business, every government, every political system, and even in schools, there is a process by which ideas are implemented and money is spent. And the question is always, how do people get consulted on this? That's what I'm going to explain now. For example, in our political system, citizens have the chance to be consulted through voting. They vote for their MP, and their MP goes to Parliament, and they make the decisions about which ideas are going to be implemented into laws and how money is going to be spent. The government then decides how that process works further, so they spend the money, okay, and they implement the laws which impacts upon us as citizens. That's the way the process works in a circle, and that's the way it should work in various other institutions too, where people are judged whether or not they make good decisions and things are improved round in a circle. So, this term is about participation and representation within our school, how we make school better, the way in which we consult, the way we come up with ideas that are practical and maybe more effective as a result. One way we find out information within school is by doing student surveys. We ask the questions about how we can improve, we get a range of evidence, and sometimes we also get different ideas. What I'd like you to do now is watch the video on the behaviour survey that's been created. Your tutor will put that on now. Okay, there's other ways in which consultation can work within school. We would like STEP to be a means by which you as a group can start to discuss things that could be changed. We want you to choose a tutor representative who can take ideas to the Year Council. The Year Council then takes those ideas to the broader student school council, who will then come up with solutions that they want to bring to the senior leadership team. I'll show you this in a diagram now. As you can see there, the Year Councils are the bottom rank, considering the issues, the problems that exist within the school. That's a broader range of consultation. Then what they do is they channel those into the Student School Council as a whole, which has students from Year 8 through to Year 13. They come up with the solutions, and as I say, they then take them to the senior leadership team to say, this is what we would like to see happen within the school, and then we can see how practical that is. So, here's your next task. We need to start thinking about what needs to be changed within school. I put some suggestions there. There's 6 on the board, but that might not be what you want to do. You might think of other things as well. This task, working with the person beside you, is a 3-minute task. That's 180 seconds. Have a go at that now. Okay, one other aspect we need is a tutor rep. We need 2 from each tutor group. Okay, but first of all, we need to think about what it is to be a good representative. Can you come up with 4 qualities that are important for any representative of another person? You have 2 minutes to do this now, and then you can have that discussion. That's 120 seconds, starting now. Now, you might have had these qualities. There's a list of 8 here. You can see from being a good listener, to being approachable, to being inventive. Perhaps you didn't have that one, but you might have had all 8. What I'm interested in now is how you prioritize these. What will be your top 3? You have 60 seconds, starting now. Okay, next week is going to be elections week within school. And the way in which elections work in a democracy is you have a secret ballot. That means that the person who votes without anyone else knowing their choice. How does that occur? Well, you do your vote within a voting booth and you write it on a ballot paper. So for example, we will want you to vote on who will be your tutor representative next week, but we'll also want you to be voting on who will be our sixth form president. Now to do that, you have to put a preference vote, which means the person you want the most, you put as a 1, and then you choose the next person you would choose in that situation, and you put beside them a 2. That's the way it would work, and therefore allows us to find out who will get 50% of the support within the school. So, you need to find out about who your potential sixth form candidates are. There's some videos which show these people, and what I want you to do is you want to consider about the qualities we've talked about in terms of representation, and whether or not these people have those qualities that you think are valuable. Good luck with that. It should be shown now.